is Andrea Bailey from the Bailey Advantage Real Estate, and let's take a look at the Waterloo region real estate market for January 2024. In total, we saw the number of homes that sold in the region were 383 for the month, of which single family homes accounted for 214 sales, townhomes 91, condo apartments 58 units were sold, semi-detached units were 20. So that makes up a total of 383 units or homes that were sold in the entire month of January 2024. Now this number represents an increase when we compare it to January of last year, and that is definitely a positive sign that the market has started to pick up again. The buyers are out there looking and making decisions on getting into home ownership, which is good news for everyone. So if we were to compare the numbers in terms of the average sales price for these homes, then a detached home sales price on average sat at about $911,000. A townhome sold for an approximate $638,000. An apartment style condo unit was selling at an average price of $446,000, and a semi-detached home was selling at an average of $631,000. So these are where your numbers are sitting, and depending on how your numbers look in terms of your mortgage approvals and things like that, you could basically decide on the type of home that you'd like to get into. Now, our advice is always to get into the market, wait for the appreciation to happen, and then you can have your dream home as possibly the next move forward. Average days on market is another stat that we look at very closely when we are comparing data on real estate in the region. And for the month of January, we saw an average of 33 days that it took for a home to get sold. Now remember, this is across the board for all property types. While you could see some detached homes selling faster, maybe some condo apartments took a little longer to sell. So this is just an average number of 33 days on market. Now if you compare that with, let's say, January of 2023, then that number would sit at about 25 days on market. So we're in and about that range, a similar range of days on market. In terms of the monthly supply of homes, what we are currently seeing is for the month of January, we have about 1.5 months of inventory on the market, which kind of signifies that we are moving into more of a seller's market eventually, because now that means we have 1.5 months of supply of homes on the market currently. So if you compare that to, say, September of last year, September of 2023, that number sat at about 2.6 months of inventory. So 2.6 months of inventory on the market for buyers to choose and decide what they want to pick up. That's definitely a sign that things are moving, that buyers are more active. And if you have been thinking about getting into home ownership, this could be the time, and this could be the window that you can make the most of and grab the opportunity, seize the day, get into home ownership, wait for the appreciation to happen. And then, of course, if you want to move into something bigger and better, that is definitely a possibility into the future. But we always recommend that you get into the market sooner rather than wait on the sidelines and watch the market go higher and higher as the months go by. This is Andrea from the Bailey Advantage Real Estate. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for staying with me on this one, and let's connect for the next month's update.